Hello everybody, welcome to Demon Lord Retry episode 3 or 4 anime review. This episode, what happened this episode? There was an NPC sort of type thing going on. Luna talked about her butt some more. There was a lot of stuff that happened, but not a lot really. There was a flipping, a ladyboy? Is that a nice way of saying it? It was a boy that looks like a girl, but it was still a boy. I don't know. I lose track of how it's done in anime, whether it's fully trans or if it's just they look like a. It's too hard to keep track. They don't do the distinction well at all in anime in general. If I'm being completely honest. But anyway, let's crack on with this. Start with episode 1. That would not be good. Start with the beginning of the episode is what I meant to say. So we begin with our squad of 3 moseying along. Kunai gives Luna some more clothes that they're like a school uniform, it looks kind of like, which is okay, if that's what you're into, dude, that's fine. Then we have those adventurers from the end of last episode looking for some wolves to kill. The one that looks like more like a girl is a boy, it turns out. I think that's what they were saying. I'm not getting into that whole bag of worms, that's not what I do, but yeah, whatever. They run into the wolves, there's more of them than they suspect, so they run away into Kunai, who defeats them easily, and then they all go off and leave the adventurers behind. They're like, that was the demon lord we've heard about, let's get him, or let's report him, I think is actually what they say. Then he gets back into the car, what is it, a carriage, he's like, Luna, you look good. She's like fishes for a compliment, he gives it her, and then he's like, can I be one of those protagonists that's oblivious? And I'm like, oh, so he knows, but he's gonna play being oblivious. And that is something I actually like. Like, this show's not great in a lot of ways. That's something I actually did like. He's aware of, he's aware of it in a way. He's like, okay, she probably likes me. I'll just play oblivious and hope it goes away. Which, if you've seen any anime ever, you know that never works. So, why would you? It's just prolonging the inevitable. Hopefully they do something with that. I'm not suspecting they will, though. I don't think this show's going to do that. I don't want to give it any credit that it's not going to earn. So, yeah, but that was the first part. Little fight thing. Yeah, a lot of that. So they make a camp. They make the base camp again. Kunai shares a cigarette with the driver while the girls go and have another bath scene. Ain't that great? Discovers he can summon AIDS. Not like the disease, like an assistant, which he does. Her name is Yu. Then she's summoned, she's cool and everything. Well, then we cut to the girls having a bath scene. That's all 4 episodes we've had a bath scene, so hope you're keeping track, because I am. If they don't do it every episode, like that why bother. Yu and Kunai are talking. They're talking about a bunch of gibberish, basically. Talking about the Nightless City from their old world. Talking about turning the thing into a hospital. I didn't really get what that was about, but whatever. But then, essentially, this new Yu character. Have you seen Overlord? If you've seen Overlord, she's Demiurge, but a girl. That's it. So to Kunai's eyes, she's Demiurge. Is essentially what I got from it. Which, I don't like that it's doing all these parallels to Overlord, because it's making me appreciate Overlord more, because this is like light Overlord. And I didn't even like Overlord that much, so yeah. I mean, he's not trying to be super evil in this, so whatever. You can see the similarities. If you say it's nothing similar, you're a fool. So, I'm sorry. We do the introductions now, introducing Yu to the other girls. Her hand transforms weird, which is kind of weird. She be's weird to Aku, says dressed like a boy, because she's into little boys as well. She's a Shotacon, ain't that great? She heals Aku's leg, though. Aku can walk now and everything and run. She goes to have a little run around with Kunai, because she can run and it's all nice. And then we find out that he's like, you should find a husband or something. And she's like, I'd like you. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was cool with them doing the whole father-daughter thing. It's less cool now that she's into him. I mean, it's not unexpected, but yeah. I thought maybe they would have done with the whole father-daughter thing with them and then have Luna like him. Just so like a big old happy family. I think I would have preferred that. But we'll go full harem. Because then after that, he gives you a compliment or something, and then she likes him too. She goes all bless your face too. So we're going full harem in this bitch. So that's fine. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, because I'm not surprised at all. But you know, I would have preferred the more the family thing, if that makes sense. Or a big old family, that would have been nice. But yeah. Another thing I've noticed is that the fight scenes, there's not really a lot to them. We're on episode 4 now, so it's going to sound like I'm being overtly negative. It's because I've noticed a lot of negative things, but it's harder to mention positive things, because if you like something, you're just like, yeah, I like that. But if it's negative, you're like, here's why this is terrible. That's just how that works. But I think I am enjoying myself with this. It is just another isekai at the end of the day, but like, I've seen worse. It's at least fairly entertaining. It's not like it's super boring. Like, there's stuff like happening. I guess this episode was probably one of the weaker of the 4, but just because not too much happened. But we met a new character, that was all great and everything. Yeah, I think I'm still enjoying myself. As soon as I start not enjoying myself, I think I'll let people know. Hopefully it doesn't happen though. I'm pretty easy to please. I'm a very positive person like that. Well, thank you everyone for watching this review and everything. If you enjoyed it, subscribe and stuff. There's a million other reviews I'm doing. I'll be here same time every week doing this show. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye guys.